Hello, my name is Sven Gehrig, my partner's name is Lincoln Wiest, and today I will be presenting the master project. So first things first, I would like to say, shout out Home Depot for all the materials. Get everything from there. The logwood, the plywood needed for all this turf you see right here on the sides. Under all this is plywood. This plywood was used to make the mound. It's the base of the mound. But they were out of rubber, which sucks. But we were able to use this rubber, which they still had in stock. It's very durable. Keeps everything nice intact. Ply a wall. Ball were to hit against it, for example, my hand. Boom, right back at you. It's the exact dimensions we were looking for. It's held on by these hooks that were self-implemented. Another thing, unfortunately, we weren't able to make our rubber off of wood, so we had to get like a lot of like really thin rubber and put it under like the smallest sheet of wood. So we weren't able to make it full out of wood, or else it wouldn't stick out at all. So we had to get a little bit of rubber because we were out of wood at that point. That's the start. So let me explain what's going on here, okay? So the duct tape is what's holding it together. And it's very strong. There is a wood compartment in that little area that makes it portable. That wood compartment is a little slab that has 2 nails in it. The nails are on top. Those nails go into one little wood compartment that we made by just, you can drill it with anything. What we used was a hand drill to drill it into the in it, so we could put the 2 nails in. The nails were really short, but this allowed it to fold. Okay, that is the first part of our project. I will now be explaining the durability and the mechanics of it. Okay, now for the game-like structures. First off, we have the mount. Starting off with the mount, I'm gonna use some heavy shoes for this. This rubber, this is meant for game. This is a game mount, by the way. This is not meant for, this is a practice mount. This is not meant for a game. This is not meant for anything in this sort of a game. It will break over time because of the hard cleats that they use. For example, the metal cleats, the rubber cleats. Turfs are fine. Turfs, it won't break. This is a practice mount only. This is why we recommend only turfs. First off, the rubber. It's very durable. It's stuck in place. It will not move. That was one of Coach Zero's requests. Make sure the rubber is nice. Next off, if you need to step off the mount, you have enough space to do it right here. I'm gonna set my phone up right here. Okay. So if you need to take your foot off, boom, you have enough space. You have around 2 to 3 feet here, sideways, length like that. Now going down the mount. This is one of Coach Zero's requests, to have this spot right here, the landing spot, perfectly durable, right here. It's meant for game use, all the way down the mound. A 6'3" guy like myself is able to stride from the rubber all the way to right around here. And that is my full stride. I'll show it again for you. My foot is right here. I have around 2 feet so it reaches the end. That is the first part of our mount. We are going to be doing around, I'll say 10 full strides and just showing you how it works. There's one. Oh, and you can still push off the rubber. It's not too small to where it's like you can't push off it at all. It's not the perfect size, but it's there to where you can actually push off of it. Boom. I'll jump on it a couple times. Has nice padding. Doesn't go in at all. Very durable, very nice. This is all made in the basement, by the way. All the work that was done. Now I'll be showing the back. So right here, you have the plywood. This is what keeps this thing nice and durable. There's around 2 layers of plywood just right here, keeping it nice. You have a little wood. It's messed up a bit because we did crack it a few times while doing some holing. For example, we got one right there. Took a couple attempts. Also right here, we got these from Lowe's. These keep this piece of wood right here and this piece of wood connected. Without these, we couldn't connect these at all. So that's one of the only pre-built things we bought. We have a couple of these on every single one. Going over here, we have handles. They're cracked again, yeah, not the best. We used the circular drill for this. I forgot what it's called. It is the you put it on around. It's not a crazy like thickness. You just have to cut the square. You have to cut a rectangle, and then you have to drill like 2 really small holes at the end of this rectangle. It doesn't have to look perfect. As you can see, ours, it's uneven. So the hole kind of starts. There's a bit of it where it's like just the rectangle that's still there, so you can still see the rectangle, but this you can kind of see like half of the circle is like 3/4 of the circle still left. And I'm gonna tell you, moving on, I'm gonna tell you why we put turf on all the sides. So one of Coach Zero's requests was to make this extra durable, as I've said multiple times throughout this. We couldn't have done it without turf on the side, because turf, in my opinion, the turf that we used, it cost us around like give or take like $100 for this whole thing. We actually bought almost the perfect amount. We went a little bit over, but it still works perfectly. It isn't high quality turf, but like I said, it's like the regular turf that you will see on your baseball mound on game day. Now I will be explaining what happened here. So as you can see, we have our normal holes, and here is the handle I just attached. It's pretty easy to attach. All you need is remove some turf, which is what I did. You can take like a couple of, what I did is I took a really sharp knife and I took a drill and I drilled in, and I also knifed a bit. So I took some of the turf out, got under the turf, and I started cutting. It took like around 30 minutes to get that on, but once I did, I was able to nail this in. This is gonna be used as our handle. So if you need to pick it up, or if we get wheels, you could put wheels on and we can pull this like that. So right here, this is where it all happens. The duct tape is, again, keeping the wood together that is on inside of here. It is another little container. You can feel it right here. You can also see it. There's the nail. There's the end of the nail right here. It's sharp. Here's the nail right there. It's also sharp. This nail. And then we have a circular thing that allows this big box to go up and down. This took about 2 weeks to make, believe it or not, because we had many failed attempts. As you can see, a lot of turf was ripped off. I covered most of it. It went from like right here all the way down to right here. So yeah, that's that side. Over here was a little better because we started off on this one. We just had a little mistake that ended up leading to some of the turf just being absolutely destroyed and like buzzed out. So like just like kind of ripped basically. Like if you rip some of this turf off, it'll fuzz out. Like you see how most of it's like curled, it'll fuzz out a bit to around like 1 inch, which we don't want. We want our thing to look nice and clean. We did cut the turf a lot. It was around, if I'm gonna give you an example, it was around this height when we first got the turf, because it was outdoor turf. We only bought I don't know, give or take like 10 by 10 feet, if I were to give a guesstimate. Because we didn't look at the thing. We bought it in Home Depot, we laid it out. And yeah, that's that. It folds like a Munchkin as well. I can bring it out for you. Oh, it's kind of hard, but because it's kind of scrappy. Yeah, there you go. Folds out like that. It's turned over right now. But yeah, you turn it the other way and it folds just nicely. So yeah, that's the mount. Thank you so much. I'd like to give credit to Lincoln for getting the turf. Also building the plyo wall, tying it all together. He also applied the turf, which is really nice. I was the one that built the thing because I had the materials at home in my basement. So I would like to thank you. Yeah. Peace.